Hello and welcome to the Sophomore Symposium. This tutorial is for the role of the room manager. To get started, it's important to know that if you're in this role, it's because you've been chosen. We actually didn't have any volunteers for this position. However, I'm 100% confident that you are up for the task. Let's get started by going over some of the roles and responsibilities as the room manager. I think by the end of this, you're going to see that they are quite straightforward and simple. This is the sheet, kind of the master schedule where people can also enter the room. The link is there for them to enter. At the bottom of the sheet are some of the roles and responsibilities, and I will use that to guide our video today. So the first thing you'll have to know is that all the rooms have been created, and then I'm actually going to be changing the ownership of each room to the room manager. This means that your first task is to check your email and to accept the transfer of ownership of your symposium room number. You can double check that it matches what you've been given on this symposium sheet. So if you ever need to do that for the future, you can do that as well. You will know that you're the owner because underneath all events, it says who is the organizer for this. Being the organizer allows you to actually admit external guests. So your next task is to enter the room just a few minutes before 4 p.m. I'm thinking 3:55, so that if anybody shows up early, you are there to manage the room and to admit outside guests. So you're in the Google Meet and you are there waiting. You'll see if someone from outside of ASB wants to join, and then you just need to admit them. This will only happen for 1 or 2 people per room, and that is the panelists. They have an email account outside of ASB. Another one of your roles is to record the session and send that recording to Michelle. So to record the session, just a reminder, you need to click on the 3 dots and then say record meeting. You'll see this dialogue. You can click accept for consent. You can let people know this meeting is being recorded, and it will be used in a video later that will be released. So once you have finished recording, so once the session has ended, you can stop recording, and then an email actually gets sent to your inbox, and this is saved in your Google Drive. You will then want to just add Michelle Gallagher to that video recording. Another one of your roles and responsibilities is to be able to mute a guest if needed. So as the organizer, you're allowed to kind of hover over a participant and mute them if you need to. And also you could remove them if you needed to. So it's just good to know that if that needs to happen, you are able to do that. As room manager, you may need to let students know if they're not presenting. So unmute yourself and say, hey, you know what? You're not presenting yet. Go ahead and click present now. And you may need to walk them through the steps of click on present now, choose entire screen. And then don't forget that when you do choose the entire screen, there's one more dialog box that you need to click and then say share. You may just talk them through this. And if that doesn't work, you actually have the resources, all the presentations in this folder if you did need to present for them. That would kind of be a last resort option. All right, so if you needed to open up one of their presentations, you had that resource. And then finally, no, if you need additional tech support, I will be waiting. And so you can just shoot out a GChat or exit the room and come talk to me, Ashley, if you needed support. So thank you for being a room manager, and please let me know if you have additional questions.